Hey guys, Box Truck Henry here. So far right now I got this door framed up. So I'm putting this piece of metal up here. This is going to be my flange. I'm going to do it all the way around. So I guess the next thing I have to do now is just remove this top door, this roll-up door, and because since I have to put my flange here, I have to actually remove this piece so that I can put my flange on this side, so that this side is covered up. But what's interesting is that just analyzing this bracket, this door, and these springs and this rail is actually all like connected. It's all linked together. The way that works is that this is actually welded onto this entire yellow angle bar here, and that's actually welded on. You see these little dimples here, these are actually welded on in those sections there, and then this rail is also welded onto that section. So this thing is not really designed to just be removed that easily. In order to remove this, I'm gonna have to grind the heck out of these welds off, and then grind these welds off as well, just so that I can remove all of this stuff. So these are easier to remove. I already removed these here just so that I can tuck this guy back there. So I was able to grind these rivets off, but these are not rivets. These are weld on big giant weld tacks. And then since I'm keeping the spring, for the cable to help me raise this thing up, I actually have to leave this. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut it like around here, and then just remove the rest, and then just kind of leave this up there, and maybe reinforce it a little bit more with a few more welds on it. But yeah, it's not going to be easy at all to remove this guy. But nevertheless, it has to be done. So I don't know if you guys remember on the second video, these hinges were all missing. The rivets. I ended up bolting a few of these hinges on, which actually worked perfectly. These are actually missing wheels, so these wheels just kind of slide in and out. So this one's missing a wheel, that one over there is missing a wheel, but it doesn't really affect how this slides back and forth. I was thinking of removing each of these pieces individually and just kind of stack them up like boards, but I forgot that these other ones are riveted on kind of like in a permanent fashion. So what I'm going to have to do is just take all these rivets off, remove all these rivets, and that way I'm able to stack them up, pack them up, and ship them. So I'd hate to have to remove perfectly good rivets, but in order to ship this thing, I'm gonna have to remove these rivets. That's what I will have to do, just so that I can remove one section out at a time. Whoa. I wish I would have taken both cables off beforehand, because now it's going to get tricky, because there's one cable pulling all that tension on this one slat. I got to put some metal holding it. So make a note, make sure you remove both cables prior to removing the slats. It will make your life a whole lot easier. Because it had more hardware to it, but that door is long gone. When you get to a point of no return, you start getting nervous, like, oh man. For one, I sure hope that I can fully seal this door by the end of the day, but that door is gone. I think I lost you there for a minute, but I got the welds off. So the top rail was held on by these 2 welds, and then 4 rivets, which rivets are easy to remove. These welds were kind of hard to take off. So that's the same thing with the rest of it going down. It's got weld on, you know, weld on rivets or weld on tacks. But this corner here is also part of it. Instead of removing these here, I might have to remove these. I'm saying I might. I don't know if I want to go through all that trouble. I might just put my flange over this, because yeah, man, it was hard just getting these 2 out here. I can also use a plasma cutter. I don't know. I might use a plasma cutter, or you know, but I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up this frame. But it's safer to grind it off so that I don't mess up this frame. But I just don't see myself grinding all of these pieces out. That's gonna be pretty crazy. I don't know. For the meantime, I'll get the other one off. Alright, so that's this side. Like I said, those welds are really big and fat. I don't think I can do any more than just those there. So I'm gonna have to figure out another way. I'm considering using the plasma cutter, but I really don't want to damage my main frame. I don't want to damage the truck's frame trying to cut this stupid thing out. So I don't know, we'll leave that there for now. We'll come back to it. I don't know, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm doing 3.5 feet from the hinges, so that seems pretty good to me. Looks like this cable is not long enough. That's as far as that goes. So I'm gonna have to get a longer cable. So this cable does not appear to be long enough. Luckily, it looks like I still have a little bit more space for more cable. The cable actually winds up perfectly in its these little grooves here, so that it winds up nice and tight. It won't overlap or get all messed up, so it actually winds on this, so it looks like I actually have a few more feet to add on, which I will have to do. I'm gonna have to go get some different cable. But here he goes again one more time with the boards on. One thing I was thinking about was kind of weird, or it's kind of weird, but I don't know if this is even possible. I got 3 panels here, and this is going to be, you know, to get in, you obviously have to bring the whole thing down. But what if I make one of these doors like a regular swing door? You just swing it open and then swing it shut. It'll have to swing open because and no matter what, when I close it, it'll always rest on these flanges. So, you know, it'll still serve as a deck. All I would have to do is just put some hinges on, some, you know, just regular hinges on, and maybe like a little doorknob or a latch or something. But that's just a food for thought, you know. I don't know. You might see me do that down the road. I don't know. But if I do a door, I'll probably do this one, because this one, you know, you have this handle here, and it's probably easier to get in. I mean, maybe even build some steps on it. I don't know. I'm just shooting ideas out there, but you know, this is it with the door back on. And here, I'll swing it back down again. Move this bad boy down. I still need to put a handle. I need some kind of handle. Shoot. So now I can't even open it. Hang on. So, I can't wait to put those. Man, I can't wait to put those cables tied up to those springs. I bet that's gonna help a lot. I don't know how much exactly, and I know those coils, those spring coils, are interchangeable, so I can put some more heavy duty ones if for some reason those don't cut it. But those things are really strong, those spring coils, so it might just help me bring it up once I tie them into the gate. But yep, this is it. I'm calling it a day for today, throwing in the towel in for today. But you know, I didn't get a chance to do the flanges. I did one flange on the top, and that's just temporarily held on with little C-clamps on it. But I got the door off, so you know, pretty much the walls are free to get finished up and paneled up. I removed the rolled up door, so that kind of freed up a lot of space to finish the rest. I see a little section up there that still needs insulation that I couldn't get to before because the door was right up there. And